Hey, heads up. Now that I have your attention, and possibly, but definitely, broke our tripod, I want to make you aware of a huge event that's coming up. You see, each year on Super Bowl Sunday, our Grace Life Kids and Student Ministries host our SuperFull Sunday auction. If this is your first time hearing about this, I'm so excited to tell you because it is one of my favorite events we do all year. You see, each year, members and attenders of Grace Life donate generously their best food or dessert item to be eaten on Super Bowl Sunday. And you register and you bring them here, and guess what? We, Kids and Student Ministry, get to auction them off for crazy amounts of money. Now you might say, Ryan, how much is a crazy amount of money? Well, last year, somebody bid $1,000 for my fellow host, Zach Willis, to shave his mustache. And to be honest, it wasn't even a good mustache. And so people get crazy generous to support the gospel to kids and students in our community and beyond. Now you might say, well, Ryan, what's the goal of all of this? Well, the goal is simply to allow our kids and student ministries to say yes to opportunities that arise throughout the year. You see, we have a budget as a part of our annual spend plan, and those funds help us take the gospel to those in our community. But throughout the year, every single year, without fail, there are opportunities that arise that we might not have been aware that God had for us. And these funds help us to say yes to those opportunities. The past 2 years, we've raised over $20,000 each year through the SuperFull auction, and that money goes directly towards helping kids and students hear the gospel. For instance, last year, our Grace Life Kids program served over 460 individual kids. And because of these funds, they've been able to implement a first-time gift for every kid who comes to Grace Life Kids to let them know that they're welcome here and that we love them and we want to share the gospel with them. At Kids Camp this past year, we had over 200 kids participate, and because of your generosity, we were able to offer every single kid a Bible if they didn't have one. And many of those kids took a Bible home for the very first time because of your generosity. In student ministry, this past year, we gave out over 185 study Bibles to students who didn't have one. You see, every first timer who comes to our student ministry gets to pick from a cart of study Bibles if they don't have one. And so 185 students got to take a Bible home with them. In fact, I spoke at a public school club and I brought 16 Bibles thinking there's no way I'll use all these, and I left with none. Students were stuffing them in their backpack excited to have their very first Bible. Anytime a student trusts Christ, and last year we had 107, they get a customized booklet that helps them understand their newfound faith in Jesus and all He has in store for them. And so these funds help us to continue to take the gospel forward in Bristow and beyond. Last year, because of political events, we had to pivot in our student ministry trip from a closed country to Bibles, now to an open country. But because of your generosity, we were able to get Bibles to both countries. 500 Bibles spread across 2 countries, and kids who now hold the gospel in their hand. And so if you're excited about this, if you want to participate in this, there's 3 simple ways that you can join. First, sign up to donate food items. There's a registration already live on the Church Center app and gracelifecc.org. We have a list of food items curated specifically for this event. You reserve those food items and then you simply bring them here the day of February 8th. Number 2, hey, you might not be able to attend the auction, but you want to give. If you go to gracelifecc.org or the Church Center app and click on the Giving tab, select that drop-down arrow and you'll find a fund specifically for the SuperFull auction. You can give right now towards the gospel going forward in the kids and students in Bristow and beyond. Lastly, save the date. Sunday, February 8th, immediately following the 11 o'clock service in the gym to participate in the live auction. You do not need to register for that. Just show up, we'll give you a paddle, and you can bid generously. These thousands of dollars are split and shared between Grace Life students and Grace Life kids to take the gospel forward, and we are so excited to see what God has in store for us. And so go ahead, take any of those 3 steps. If you have more questions, I'll be at the kiosk. You can come see me, find me, ask me any of your questions. I'd be more than happy to share this with you. So go ahead, take those 3 steps, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday, February 8th for our annual SuperFull Sunday auction.